Hi, my name is Jonas Rosen and I have been working at Eurostep since 2000. I was the one releasing our product, ShareSpace Release 1. I'm also, since a couple of years ago, I'm the chairman of the Swedish CES TECO 280, which is a mirror committee to the International Standard Organization Technical Committee 184. This is about how we are using the product ShareSpace in manufacturing perspective, and we will describe 5 different business scenarios. We have a business pattern where we have a part definition owner, we have an operator, we have a logistic provider, and we may have a knowledge provider and an additive manufacturing provider. So these different scenarios that are identified, the 5 different, they are mixing these roles a little bit, so how they are playing together. For example, if we look at the first pattern, we say that the operator, the one who needs to use a part, buys the design of a part from an OEM. The OEM also, in this pattern, also manufactures the part. And then we have a logistic provider. So we have an operator, an OEM who owns the IPR of the parts that the operator wants to have, and the OEM also manufactures the part. Then we have an external logistic provider. So in this way we can analyze the different flows of information that needs to be enabled by the digital infrastructure. Another example, we have another pattern. In this case, the operator is connected to an OEM and gets the part definition from the OEM. But in this case, the OEM selects an external manufacturer of a part. And then the external manufacturer is using another logistic provider. So in this case, the OEM owns the IPR of the part, but then the OEM decides that an external manufacturer should provide and manufacture the part. And you can see there is a third pattern here. In this case, the operator buys the IPR of a part, and then the operator is responsible for making the part or manufacturing of the part, and also manage the logistics. So this puts, as you can see, how should we protect the IPR from an OEM perspective in this case, where the operator, where all of this is done inside the operator responsibility area here. So another scenario, pattern number 4, that would be that the operator buys the IPR of a part from the OEM as before, but then the operator decides who should manufacture this part, and it's an external manufacturer. And as you can see, there is quite some requirements on the information here if we should protect the IPR of the part on behalf of the OEM in this scenario. The last pattern that we have in this presentation is when so another scenario or pattern, the 5th pattern, is in this case the IP owner, the OEM, he has sold the IP to another external printing company who print out and sell the spare parts. So the operator who needs the parts to be manufactured, he can order directly from an external manufacturer who so to speak, has the offering of a different parts on behalf of the OEM. But in this case, it's this manufacturer that has bought the rights to use the IPR of the OEM. So this was 5 different patterns that how the digital value flows works out. There is another part where we present more technical scenarios. You will see how we are using this way of document it according to ISO 23247, which is a standard used for digital twin manufacturing frameworks. It's a reference standard how to document and describe and structure different smart manufacturing and digital twin scenarios. It's a standard that references other standards in this type of scenarios for smart manufacturing. So this was a short introduction explaining the 5 identified business scenarios, how that looks like and what it is and what it can mean. And also you had a small teaser about this digital twin smart manufacturing framework that is used to describe different digital value chain scenarios within this context using additive manufacturing. Thank you.